Okay, welcome to another video on how to design the light filter. This is the third video I've done, and I'll probably say this is the easier method. I've tried to show you different ways to do it to create a interesting filter. So this one, we're going to just create a pattern and then take it away from the shape. So let's get started. So into on shape, and then we're just going to go to create documents. And then I'm going to call it light filter 3. Okay, let's get started with this. And we're going to use the smaller light filter dimension again for this one. So as we've done with the other videos, we're going to start on the front work plane. We're going to take off the right and the top just to make life easier. Then we're going to go to sketch, tap the work plane, and then press N. Now we're going to do the center point rectangle, draw it from the center. Okay, then pull it out. And then the sizes we want to draw are going to be 150 by 48. So 48 first, enter, then 150, and enter. Right, so that's that area set. Okay, this time I'm not going to make a frame. I'm just going to extrude that, click, and then click the surface, extrude it by 3 millimeters. Okay, that's my area to work on. Now I'm just going to go sketch on the front plane and go to front. Now I want to draw on here, and I want to draw something that I'm going to repeat and take away. So rather than just drawing a boring square, I'm going to draw something that's interesting. So I'm just going to go to the center point rectangle, not too worried about sizes at this stage. Just going to draw a rectangle like that. I'm going to make it, let's say, I don't know, let's say 14 by 14. Enter. I'm then just going to make sure my drawing tools are turned off, and I'm going to move it into place, roughly into place where I want to do it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another rectangle inside of it, just to create a pattern, like that. And I'm going to do that one. That one's going to be, let's say, 11 by 11. Okay, that'll give me a 3 millimeter difference there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop it a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to create a center line using a construction line through here and here. Actually, let's do it from top bottom to bottom. So make sure construction line is turned on by pressing Q. Center point there, straight through the middle. Okay, like that. And what I want to do is just going to create 2 lines here and here. So to do that, I'm just going to use the offset tool, click on here. I don't want it 5, I want it maybe 2. Okay, so it's from there. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. So I'm going to use the offset tool again, click it here. The direction is wrong, so I'm going to click the arrow, and I'm going to click 2. If it turns all orange like that, just carry on, press enter, and then just click into, press escape, turn everything off, and just click into a free space. Now I just need to do some snipping, because I want to keep these C sort of shapes. So snipping tool, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, you can create any pattern you want, but what you got to think about is what the laser cutter will cut out, and what will be kept and what will be left. Okay, the tendency sometimes for students is not to think about the laser beam cutting the plastic out and just create a shape, and you're sometimes left with a shape you're not expecting. So just be mindful of that when you are creating a shape. What I'm going to do now, so you can see easier, I'm just going to take away the background so I can see what we're doing, take it to highlight the part. You can still see it here, this sort of shade area. Now I'm going to create the pattern. So we covered that in the last video, but I'll repeat it. So to create the pattern, all we do is we highlight all the sketches like that. So it's all orange. I go to here and I go to linear pattern. And what it does, it says, okay, I'm going to put you ×3 in at a distance of 25. And there's none going up. So I deal with the horizontal first. So I want to have 2. Like that, enter. So I'll get rid of that one. And will I get 3 in there? Might have to get 3 at a squeeze. Let's have a look. 3 in there, and I'm going to reduce the distance from not this 14, that's the width of there and there, from this one 25 at this point here. So trial and error. Let's try 15. That looks about right. Okay. And then I'm just going to click this, change direction, and increase the amount I want going down. So let's see what 8 looks like. 8, enter. Okay, probably a bit too many there. Let's change. So 8 might be all right. Again, I need to change the distance between the two. It says 25 there. I had 15 before, so let's put that as 15 as well. Okay. So I can get more in now, you can see. So let's go for 10. Is 10 going to work? Okay, 10 is a bit of a squeeze. Okay, so it's going to go for 9. And 9, and what I might do, okay, 9 looks good. Happy with 9. So that's drawn the pattern. Okay, pattern is good. Now what we need to do is we just need to turn that back on so we can see what we're doing. And we just need to get the pattern in the center of our drawing. So to do that, we're going to highlight all this. The drawing is just done. Okay. We're then going to right click on it with our mouse and go to transform sketch entities. Okay, that just allows us to move it. So we click that, and what happens is this little arrow appears down here. So the first thing you're going to do is going to move it off your sketch. So don't click the drawing, click the arrow. Okay, just click and then just drag, and it moves it that way. That's all you need to do. Okay, happy with that. Okay, let's move it off. Now we need to look and try and locate some form of center point on this. So that looks like it to me. Let's have a check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the center, which would mean this little dot here is the center as well. So that center needs to go to that center. So we do that. Just draw your box round. Okay, and right click again and go to transform sketch entities. This time don't click the arrow, click the little circle. So zoom in, click this little circle, and that allows me to move this to the center of my drawing. If it was in this corner down here, that's where it's taken the center from. So I want the center to be from the center of my drawing, which is like here, like that. And then what I can do, once I move that, it moves it from the center. So you'll see now that it moves it from that center point. And all I do is move it across. Okay, that's lined up that way, horizontally. So vertically, sorry. And now we move it down, so we've got dot to dot. So that means that that is in the center of there. Okay, and that's all lined up looking nice. So the next thing we need to do is we just now need to extrude it all. So let's do that. So for some reason, why is it? Okay, let's just escape that. So let's extrude it. So isometric view. And we'll go to the extrude tool. Okay, and I want to remove it. So make sure remove is selected, click all your shapes, and then click OK. And then you can see there that I also have a pattern done like that. Okay. What you could do as well, if you wanted to take it a step further, so we could go into this sketch now, go into sketch 2, you can edit that. You think, okay, if I want to put something else in there, let me think, if I want more space for the light to come through, you could get a circle and maybe pop a circle in there, like that. And then you could do the same thing as you did before, just get your pattern tool, linear pattern, click that. Okay, this is quite easy because you've got these centers to work from already, so you can just literally move that and line it up with the center. Like that. And you could just say then, all right, I want to have, I want to go down. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to have 8. And I want to flip the direction. Okay, hopefully that should do it. It hasn't. Oh, the distance, need to change the distance to them as well. So again, you need to just do what we did before. Click and line that up with the center of that one there. Okay, and that looks like they are done. Then click OK. Has that worked? And then what it does, it's clever. It puts that in for you. Now it looks like I've missed the bottom one. So again, I can just go in there, edit the sketch, and I can just add one on the bottom. So rather than 9, I can click 10. Enter. And not that one. I want the circles, don't I? So click front, and I need to find the circles one. Which one was that one? There, I can just see it times 8. So sometimes just gotta look. Let's put 9. Enter. And that will put one in the bottom. Click OK, and then we have a pattern done. Okay, and we've taken that. Okay, that's a pattern we have done. It's all nice and centered, and that's probably the easier way to do it than the video before. But I don't mind which one you do. You can have various patterns for your design. But also, look, if you look at this one, it's worth looking at. I can see a laser cutter would cut that out. It would cut that out. If this square was joined like a whole square, the whole square would drop out. That's important you think about that.